All right, let's make sure monetization is on and all this stuff is happening right now. So monetization's off. All right, we are subscribers only. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna wait for some people to come in here on YouTube. I know TikTok tends to fill up, pretty fast. It comes and goes. So yeah, we're just gonna see who's over here and how many people are here. If you guys are on this platform, feel free to double tap the screen and get some comments in here and all that stuff. All the engagement that brings more people in, and we can definitely have some conversations related to cryptocurrency and investments in general. I know a lot of people are excited about where the markets will go. A little bit confused about what happened yesterday, um, with CPI data and everything. So yeah. Good morning, SJ Awesome. Thank you for watching over on Twitch, as well as Break Free in Tennessee. Thank you for showing up. Good morning to all. We got 100 people over on TikTok already. So I appreciate you guys and everybody that is hitting, that heart. I do appreciate it. That's double tapping the screen. I do appreciate it a lot. Again, yesterday was kind of confusing, with CPI data and how it came back. And if people don't know what CPI data is, the inflation data that comes out that tells us what inflation rate was for the previous month. What we saw with January, it came back that inflation was higher than expected. Typically, when inflation is higher than expected, I have cat hair on my mic. Typically, when inflation is higher than expected, you will see the markets crash. We did not see the markets crash at all. We saw the markets kind of thrive, and we're seeing them, increase today. So it's kind of weird to see that, but yeah. Thank you for following. I can't see the name. I hate that it's grayed out, but I really can't see the name. But I do appreciate you following. I see all the follows that do come through. And thank you for all of the likes, everybody that is liking right now. Morning, Matt. Good morning. 360 Kings. Lunic hit 1 cent after 5 years, maybe. So I don't think that's the case, right? I think Lunic will hit 1 cent a lot sooner than that. What people don't understand is Terra Luna Classic, for that 1 cent mark, the people don't understand how obtainable that is, how likely that can get to a penny. A 1 penny price for Terra Luna Classic is a $60 billion market cap. It may sound like a lot to people that don't understand maybe the crypto market and how the crypto market really trends. But a position that has as much popularity, going into more of a bull run, I would definitely expect Terra Luna Classic to reach those levels. If not really resist away from those levels, but get up to those levels, have the chance to get to those levels. So maybe a 50, $60 billion market cap. If it does get to a $40 billion market cap, it still had the chance to make that move. It's just people tend to bring it back as you do see them sell their positions and take their profit, which is understandable. I mean, if you're getting a 10x return, 20x return, you're going to take that profit and, not knowing if you're actually going to have that 50x return, because from where we are right now at Terra Luna Classic, we would see a 5x return to dropping a zero, and then to dropping another zero, we would see a 10x on top of that. So 5 multiplied by 10, you would be seeing a 50x return. So most people that see a 40, 20 or 30x return may end up selling at that point, because it's a 30x return. Who's not going to take that? You invested $1,000, you have $30,000 at that point. You have $10,000 at this moment. Obviously, it's going to look really, really good for you. So I'm sure that people are excited, to see where we will go as a whole for Terra Luna Classic. Ryan Davis, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. I'm not sure how much that is. It looks like it's like 36 cents or something. I do appreciate the super chat a lot. no matter what the level is. I do appreciate it. I didn't even know you can send a 36-cent super chat, but I do appreciate it, seriously. Um, is Shibarium coming today? So, from what I understand, there's supposed to be a first look to Shibarium because it's not something that's going to be released right now. They're looking to release the beta. I think that was where the conversation was. But from what I understand, there's supposed to be Medium articles coming out to where you are going to see like the first look for Shibarium. Um, so yeah, that's supposed to happen. 30x ain't enough for me. I need a 1000x. But I'm sure it's enough for a lot of other people. I'm not saying that it won't. You won't see a 100, 200, 1000x or anything like that because obviously with more burns that are coming on, you can see some of those increases. But um, when you look at different positions, I mean, just getting a 2x for a lot of people or 5x for a lot of people is amazing. And obviously, you want life changing money. I want life changing money every time I invest, but I know it's less likely going to happen. Um, I'm going to see life changing money every time I invest. Maybe once in a blue moon, once every 5 years, you might see life changing money. And I mean, a situation where it's something that can physically change your life, not just change somebody else's life. Like if I get $100,000 and then suddenly 5 years later I'm worth, maybe $6 million or something, right? Now life changing money would be a lot more than that. So it progressively, just increases. Kyler Murray. This is the second person. I don't know if you're the same person that said that. I look like Kyler Murray. I don't think so at all. And some people come and say DeAndre Ayton. Don't know about that at all either. But I'm also taller than Kyler Murray. But still, I'll take it as a compliment. I appreciate that super chat. Amazing videos. I got a $10 super chat from you. I do appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Let's go ahead and. So to answer if Shibarium is coming, like I said, I think we're supposed to get Medium articles to give us that first look. That's all. Burning mechanism will get Lunic to 1 cent and beyond. So I think the burning mechanism will get it to beyond 1 cent, but I believe 1 cent we will hit that higher market cap. It all depends what we see the market cap to be, right, for Terra Luna Classic. I expect the market cap to be in that 40 to 50 to 60 billion dollar mark. I expect us to get back up to where we were, if not further than that, further than where we were before the crash. Even though it may have had more utility then, it has more investors and more of a community now, and more eyes on it than ever before to really push it up to some of these levels that we really want to see, So I expect it to get up to those levels, and then with the utility, you would see so much more. Paying off all my debt would be life-changing money to me. Of course, for me, I have school loans. I don't know if any of them will be forgiven in any way, by any type of legislation or something. I don't know. I don't know if it will be forgiven. But I have school loans, and I would like to be able to pay those off and be completely debt free there. And then also I look at more positive debt, as in my house, but technically it's at a net positive there because the value of my house is so much more than when we bought it. But I would like to pay off the house. I would like to, make sure that I have no type of loans at all with any type of interest that's going out versus interest that's coming in. If you have more interest that's coming in, then that's where it's game changing for you. It's life changing for you to have that. Ship can take a while. It can. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Look at the market. Wow. Yeah, the market looks pretty good. It's up 2.4% from what I've seen. I got to go ahead and refresh this. 3.3%. Sorry, 3.37%. So we're seeing things that are moving right now in the market. I wish you guys can see it on TikTok, but you can't because I'm not given the opportunity to bring up OBS for TikTok. I would love to do that, but they haven't given me the option to do it. Um, hey, you look like Matthew Perry from the crypto guy. Wait, are you joking by saying that? Because I'm live right now on YouTube. If that's what Tyler Perry, the weekend features, I guess. I guess you always have people that look like other people. Guys, we have 78 people over on YouTube, and I would like you guys to hit the like button if you could. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. We have 15 likes and 78 people. I don't know how many people we have over on Twitch. Let's go ahead and check that. 5 people that are over on Twitch. I appreciate you guys watching as well. I do like all the comments coming in. Matt, what coin you buy with the Shanghai Ethereum coming for the staking in the future? So I don't have any plans on buying any more coins right now. But I'm not sure what you're getting at here. Shanghai Ethereum coming in the future. What coin am I buying? I don't have any plans on buying any coins based on that right now, I would say. Wow, one of the best mornings in a while. For the market, yeah. I wouldn't say it was the one of the best mornings in a while. We've seen some pretty good mornings over the last, couple of weeks or so. Ryan Davis, thank you for that super chat again. Are you buying USTC? I'm not buying USTC. The reason why I'm not buying USTC is because within my amount that I have here, the amount that I'm staking, I'm also receiving USTC as well. So I'm getting my Terra Luna Classic, which I'm going to be burning off this month, by the way. I'm burning off well, not this month, next month. The entire amount of Terra Luna Classic that I have, I'm going to be burning off. But I am collecting USTC here, and whatever I'm collecting, I'm keeping. So I'm not going to let go of that. And I believe in my wallet, I have 3,900. So I'm going to keep collecting more and more USTC here. Matt gives the best financial advice. I'm down $3,000. First of all, I don't give financial advice. I give you the opportunity to research something a little bit more. All I'm doing is just looking at a position. And anytime I do talk about positions, it's all about what I'm investing into and whether people make that decision. I don't ever tell anybody, hey, this is the time to buy right now. I'll say, I'll ask the question, is it the time to buy? And it's purely based on what I'm doing. So I'm looking to invest in the positions, and you guys are watching and me invest into those positions, making those moves and researching it a little bit. And a lot of people are learning things of how to research different positions. Um, but it's cool. I mean, I understand if you're actually down $3,000 and you must have made those bad decisions, or either way. I mean, the markets were not positive for a while. So if you've been following for a while, then I understand. I mean, the markets really have not been kind to anybody, and I'm even down in those periods. But if you're talking about recently, then that's definitely not true because a lot of things have run, especially the things that I've mentioned. So I've talked about that's moved. Gala has moved a hell of a lot. Solana has moved a boatload, right? Aptos has been freaking going through the roof. Um, you know, Terra Luna Classic hasn't really moved too much. So there's a lot of different positions that I've mentioned that actually have skyrocketed and not just like increased with how the market is rolling. I'm talking about like Solana from a level of $11 up to $25. Like that's the level that it increased. Or Aptos from a level of $5 up to, I believe, $17 or so. So yeah, I know you're just joking, but I'm just saying like there's a lot of different plays. As I think about it, it's like, wow, there's so many different plays that moved so much more than the way the market did. and I'm trying to find those positions so that I can day trade within those positions. But um, yeah. Glad to see you, Matt. What are your thoughts on the Internet Computer Protocol, ICP? It has a 100x potential and more. Its all-time high was 750. So, Ryan, you probably want to look into that a little bit more because ICP has a tendency to dilute the position by a lot. Even though it has had a high of $750, the market cap was not that high. The reason why the market cap was not that high was because they had a lower supply. What ICP tends to do, and I held ICP for a while thinking the same thing until I really dove into how much they do dilute the supply. And that's why you're seeing it at such a low price. Um, so currently you're seeing this at a $5 price and it has 289 million coins, which actually is lower than where I saw it. And the total supply was actually higher than where I saw it. But I believe, they are diluting the overall position. I don't know what changes they made in the recent past, right? Recently, because I believe this was somewhere around 1 billion coins as a whole. So something came off the top here, um, and it may actually show a little bit more potential than where we see it here, because like I said, if they were going to continue to dilute it, you would see the price fall down to even lower lows. And we went from a level of where I invested at of $35, I believe, went all the way up to $75, at which I did take profit from that. And then it started to fall down, and now we're at a level of $5 here. And since I invested, if I would have kept those coins, then it would have never been a good situation. But this definitely does show a little bit of promise. I wouldn't say 100x return because it is at a $1.6 billion market cap. But yeah, it's not a 100x return, but can show a little bit of promise, especially if you figure out what did happen here. Because I believe the total supply was a lot higher than this. So yeah, I'll have to look into that a little bit further. But it does show a little bit of popularity, especially with the volume that goes through. Again, $1.6 billion market cap. Let's see where the max market cap has been. We've seen this at a $55 billion market cap, and even if we saw this at 10 times what this is, that would still be a $50 price. So if this was up to a $16 billion market cap, it would be a $50 price. So then you multiply that by two. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. It would be a $32 billion market cap, which would be a $100 price. So you understand that $750 is kind of out of that range. It's not really where I expect it to be or expect it to go based on the amount of dilution that's come through. The first time I looked at this, it was at Ethereum like levels with the circulating supply, and now it's at 3 times that basically. So just be careful with anything that could be diluted. It does have potential to run, especially back up to some of these like higher market caps, maybe a 10, $12 billion market cap, which you could see a double, triple, quadruple, all of those levels. But don't expect a 100x return out of this position unless they have some factor that's going to decrease the supply or create a deflationary effect to it, you know? Anyways, I wanted to kind of get into the whole signaling proposal thing. I don't know if you saw, Edward Kim's tweet about the 3 signaling proposals, the optional features in the next release. I just want to make that put that out there so people are aware of it. We have 125 people here. If you guys want to hit the like button, please do so. It does help out the channel and growth and all of that stuff. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, feel free to do that as well. I want to put a lot more time, obviously, into Patreon and a little bit less time into YouTube because it creates, maybe I can have this, smaller community to where, we can chat about certain things, we can have certain updates, we can all grow our portfolios together within that. And that's really what I want to head to so that I don't have to spend a crazy amount of time, making different YouTube videos. I could just have literally the live streams and we can have the group over here on Patreon to talk about this. I'm gonna go ahead and decline this. I appreciate you guys for the invites and all that stuff, but I'm gonna decline it. And the reason why I'm gonna decline it is because I have a lot of things going on, with messages and stuff. Maybe in the future, if we do a live stream without YouTube and Twitch and all that, possibly. Um, but yeah, Shiba Inu runs to on promises but never delivers. That Shibarium hype is just to increase trading volume. I mean, it could be, but we weren't really seeing anything from Shiba Inu. We were seeing an increased trading volume in Bone and Leash and all of that. So yeah, so let's go through these proposals here. Uh, just this describes the three signaling governance proposals that we are seeking consensus for in the next release, which is V1.1.0. These three items are all optional. They're inclusive or exclusive, um, and will be determined by the outcome of the three governance proposals. Please note that you are not voting on a particular piece of code at this time, but rather whether or not you want to see these features included in the next release. If the signal proposal passes governance, there will be an additional Agora discussion and subsequent governance vote on the actual upgrade code implemented. Optional features needed consensus governance. The first two optional features have been requested by Binance on December 28th, 2022. Binance made changes to the voluntary burn of Terra Classic trading fees as described in the following announcement. Binance makes change to the burning of Terra Luna Classic trading fees. In order for Binance to continue the burn of half their fees, the first two items were requested to be implemented in our next release. The third item is a feature that is independent of Binance, and the result has no bearing on their request. So these two features here, the first two, really tell you if Binance is going to continue the burn. Now, I don't know if I'm 100%. Obviously we want Binance to do the burns, but I also feel like there is strength in trying to find burns as a whole and getting the exchanges to do burns themselves. So Binance has requested that the internal movement between Binance owned wallets would be exempt from the burn tax, currently set at 0.2%. A list of Binance owned wallets has been provided to the community via above announcement. It was confirmed with Binance that movement to and from Binance wallet would still be taxed. This means deposits and withdrawals are not exempt, but rather only the internal movements between wallets will be exempt from their internal security purposes. This first governance proposal is seeking consensus around the request from Binance. The implementation of this wallet feature will be parameterized with the initial list set to the provided Binance list. Thus, if this feature is accepted to be adopted, future changes to the whitelist can be controlled by the community in a governance parameter change proposal. So basically, the way this is set up is it's just as explained. So where Binance trading within Binance wallets, basically you're trading on chain within Binance wallets, Binance to Binance. You don't want to have that to be taxed at the 0.2%. But withdrawals and deposits would still be taxed if you're looking to withdraw from Binance or you're looking to, send send to Binance, then you would have that tax associated because it's happening on chain directly to Binance. But I don't know if anything does happen on chain. I feel like we should still see, we should still see, the tax associated with it. I feel like we still should see that, but I guess if that's really where they want to go in order to stay burning half their fees, then yeah, they can burn half their fees. I don't know how to pronounce this word, and I hope I get it right because I just mess it up. Let me make sure Seigniorage. Okay. Um, Anyways, let's get into the next pieces. So while Seigniorage has been turned off, uh, there is no guarantee that it could not be changed in the future. Thus, Binance has requested that a separate burn wallet be created where Lunic manually sends this burn wallet to be excluded from Seigniorage remint class calculation done at the end of every epoch. Basically, any Lunic sent to this wallet is burned and stays burned. The second burn wallet will be publicized, and could be used by anyone in the community for this purpose. The second governance proposal is seeking consensus around the creation of the second burn wallet. So basically, this is just to create a wallet so that they get away from um, the reminting phase, which I believe we're not reminting right now. So technically, you're just creating that wallet so that this doesn't happen with the main wallet. So I totally understand where that's coming from. And the third one is a burn tax split to community pool. So this third and final option feature will see consensus upon the next release. Previously, the community utilized the Seigniorage reward weight parameter to remint a portion of the burn supply to the community pool. This was confusing to many. Oh, I guess they are still doing it at like a 10%, right? In the This was confusing to many in the community. The third governance proposal is seeking consensus around the creation of a new parameter that does not utilize Seigniorage remint policy, but has an independent ability to directly send a percentage of on-chain tax to the community pool. This on initialization, yeah, of this parameter will be 10% of the community pool, 90% of the burn, 9% to burn, as noted in the governance proposal 11111, which was consensus before Binance request to turn off Seigniorage, and are being alternatively handled by feature 2. So this is a little bit confusing to me. I believe they're basically trying to keep the 10%. That's the way that I'm looking at it. But maybe I'm not 100% understanding that as a whole. But just getting into like the first, two signaling proposals. I mean, that's requested by Binance to make sure that these two things happen, which is not a bad thing. But I do want to focus on the fact that burns are important. I think burns are very, very important, and they know that. But we need to have a conversation with multiple people that are in charge at some of these exchanges to say, look, we need to implement a burn tax here. And you should be willing to do this, because they are willing to do it with newer coins that come on, as long as you have that conversation on how popular it's going to be, if you pay the listing costs and all of that. But since you're changing some things, it's something that they do have to do outside of what they normally do by adding some sort of a tax or a burn tax there. So I don't know. If you guys want to check these out yourself and review them yourself and, get some more opinions on it, you can definitely do that. But I feel like, in order to keep the Binance burns right now and keep Binance sort of happy, this is where we have to stand. But I feel like the 0.2% tax should be implemented everywhere, and it shouldn't be something that's taken off of Binance to Binance. If it's happening on chain, it should go through, right? We know that off-chain transactions and everything is not going to add the 0.2% burn tax at all. But if we have anything that's happening on chain, it should have the 0.2% burn tax, no matter if it's Binance to Binance or Binance to KuCoin or Binance to Terra Luna Classic, the chain or whatever, the station wallet. So anyways, that's really the breakdown of that. If you guys want more on that, feel free to, we can ask away. We can go ahead and chat about this. But yeah. So anyways, we got 153 people here. If you guys want to hit the like button, please do so. It does help out the channel. Also, if you guys want to check out some of the links down below, feel free to do that. Thank you, Ryan Davis, for the super chat here. Thanks for your feedback. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Matt, look at Bitcoin running right now. Yeah, I hear that things are running. So yeah, we're up about 4% right now, which is crazy to me. I mean, I'm happy with it because I want things to run. Right? I want everything to run because I want to be able to, profit out a lot of these things. Um, I don't know what's moving, and I hope Algorand's not moving a hell of a lot, um, because I guess Algorand's up to about 26 cents, which would have been a good return from yesterday. But I expected it to pull back. I didn't expect it to run. I just like everything else. I really didn't expect it to run um, that much. But we're seeing certain things maybe run a little bit more. We see Cosmos up about 3.6%. Shiba Inu that's up 6% today, up to 13.15. That's good to see. Um, Solana that's up 4%. We're seeing Polygon up 8% today, up to $1.28. Dogecoin that's up 6%. Cardano's up 8% here, up to about 40 cents. I'm happy with that. I want to see that really run as well. Thank you for following Pastrano. I'm saying your name right. I appreciate that. I'm horrible at names, but I do appreciate you being here. ICP was a victim of a scam led by FTX founder. Okay, did a detailed investigative video on it. Check it out. Consider making a detailed video on ICP. Maybe I will. That's not a bad idea. I'll definitely look into the whole ICP situation. Maybe I'll put that on I'll probably put it on the main channel. I kind of want to make this channel the main channel around crypto, and then probably focus more on stocks on the NFA investing channel. So if you guys want to go to the NFA investing channel, we've had a couple of videos, make some moves. But I think if we're going to do one video a day focusing on a certain position, we can do that here and then focus on popular positions for maybe the other two, videos that we make in the day. Take your gains while you got them. My trader fam, I hear you, but there's so much more potential within here. When we see the crypto market and how the crypto market can run to some of the previous highs that we were at, or even midpoints, there's so much more potential. I'm down like 8K right now. The market has been brutal. It has been brutal. What are my thoughts on Tonic? So I'm not a big fan of Tonic, right? I think Tonic can have some growth. The problem is that you don't see the volume within Tonic. You also don't see, or you do see the wallets and how much they hold, the top percentage. So maybe the top 8 wallets hold 78% of the overall supply, which is not a good situation for me. So it's not an investable project for me. However, some people may find some opportunities in it. I just don't see it without the volume, and that's my honest opinion. It's such a unique DeFi project, building new ecosystem, and now Dyson Farm also. Amazing play for 2023 to 2024. Hello, Matthew. Today, sorry, I'm missing this. Today, the bull run start. Write a tweet from, white tweet from Elon Floki on Twitter. And now I believe Elon is Satoshi. Today, Shibarium starts. You believe Elon is Satoshi? Hello, everyone. Hello, Jim C. Take profits. Remember, pigs get fed and hogs get slaughtered. True. Thank you for the explanation of the proposal. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to break those down a little bit. Obviously, I can't break everything down 100%. I try to break it down as best as possible, especially in the moment. But yeah. We do have some other things that are going on in crypto right now, not just the signaling proposal. And let's get into some crypto news, maybe another crypto article here. Ethereum supply plunges 37% on crypto exchanges post the merge upgrade. I'm interested in seeing that. Just weeks before the Shanghai upgrade, the decline in exchange supply has been is being seen as bullish sign. First, before I finish that, Richie, thank you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Matt, I hit my 10% on Ape day trade yesterday. Only 200, but I'll take it. No, that works. I'm happy that it worked out. There's a lot of people that thought the crypto market was going to pull back and was confused when it didn't. So I'm glad that it did work out in the obviously the positive direction. It was more of a swing trade. Did you fully traded it yesterday, or did you end up letting go of it today as we see the markets that are pushing up? Because if it's less than a day, obviously, still a day trade. But I always look at overnight as more of a swing trade. But if it happened just yesterday and it happened really quickly, maybe like a couple of hours, then that's phenomenal. $200 is $200. If people can make $200 a day, that works, right? $100 every single day, you're making $30,000 a year, right? From making $100 every day, right? Um, if you have $200 every day, that's $60,000. So if you can find a way to day trade and make $100 a day, that is extra income. And people don't realize that. They always look at it and they go, I need to make 1,000. I need to make 2,000, 20,000, whatever. If you can make 100, 200, $300 a day, it's phenomenal. And you could technically quit your job if you can make that consistently. Obviously you have a business, so that's better than having a job. Matt, I'm happy for Bitcoin rise because I bought cheaper. The miner core scientific in chapter 11. Aren't people waiting for CPI data from the people across the pond in Euro? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure people are, but we're more focused on our CPI data. Anyways, I wanted to get into the rest of this. So Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, has seen a consistent decline in exchange supply over the past 6 months post merge. The Ethereum network underwent a major upgrade in September 2022. September 2022, moving from a proof of work to proof of stake network in an event called the merge. According to the on-chain data shared by crypto analytics firm Sentiment, the amount of available ETH sitting on exchanges continues to fall since the merge. There is 37% less ETH on exchanges, a constant decline in supply on exchanges is considered a bullish sign as there is less ETH available to trade, which creates scarcity. That's huge. There was a total of 19.12 million ETH worth $31.3 billion on exchanges in September before the merge. The number has now declined 13.36 million ETH or $19.7 billion in the second week of February. A major chunk of ETH supply is being moved into self-custody, while many traders are also prefer staking with the Shanghai upgrade just around the corner. Shanghai Ethereum's upcoming update is scheduled for March. The Shanghai hard fork will integrate more improvement proposals for network enhancements and allows stakers and validators to withdraw their holdings from the beacon chain. So obviously that's big to focus on their supply, but it's not something where the supply is plunging overall. It's supplies on exchanges. So we're seeing more decentralized movement, more activity in a DEX versus a CEX, which is definitely a better thing. I feel like DEX volume, that's where we want to go to. And a lot of people maybe don't trust exchanges right now. And it's great to be able to see that people are now, looking at more of a decentralized look to it. And maybe it's because of FTX that they're really doing that, not just because of the merge. People are moving to a place to where they actually own their crypto. So it makes sense why they would do that, because that whole FTX situation happened in what? October, November, something like that. I don't really remember. But it happened recently. So with that happening, people are probably moving off exchange onto DEXs, and it's probably not because of just the merge itself. But I believe that does have is playing a part in it. So that's very interesting to me, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. The overall market cap is pumping fast. Is it? I know it was up about 4%. Yeah, it's up about 4.19%. We're seeing things really push. So Ethereum is pushing up. It's 5% up today. Bitcoin is up by 4.25%. We're seeing BNB that's up by 3.5%. XRP that's up by 5%. Cardano really approaching that 40 cent price. So that's great. Uh, Math is fun. Sometimes you can go down 100% today and tomorrow it goes up 100% and still you're down 90%. That's true. That's why a lot of people are like, when something grows, by 700%, then decreases by 50%, you're like, oh, well, you know what? You made a lot, but you still had it decrease by 50% from the overall peak. Guys, we have 209 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, please do so. Brad Cockerham, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. The 99-cent super chat. I don't know if you were trying to become a member or anything. If you do want to become a member, it is only 99 cents. The link is right next to the subscribe button. You just hit the join button and you'll be able to join one of the levels. Turn $45 into $845 with NGN. That is amazing. Do you think Farm will reach its all-time highs again? If not, what do you think its potential is? So yes, I do believe Farm will reach its all-time high. I believe Farm will surpass its all-time high. Its all-time high being, I believe it's like $900, right? Or if you're talking about the all-time high where it hit $30,000 in the beginning. Like, I don't believe that's really the case right now. I believe it can. I don't believe it will. I'm looking for more, lower levels than that, somewhere around, $500, $1,000, $2,000 within Farm. And to see things push so far, I expect Farm to really run, especially with such little supply that's out there. So, yeah. Thank you, Richie, for sending 20 more memberships, gifting people memberships. We are going to go to members only later today, probably in like 15 minutes. So if you have a membership, be happy that you do have a membership there because now you'll be able to chat within that. And that's all because of Richie. So thank Richie for gifting those memberships to people. Anyways, let's get into some more information here. So we do have an XRP price prediction as the community urges Coinbase to relist the token. So apparently $3 XRP that's incoming, and that's not a crazy price. I don't think that's ridiculous. We have seen it up in the, I believe, $2 level, which is like a 80 to 90 billion dollar market cap. So it definitely was at a higher point. And we've seen this, really high market cap wise. But can it surpass that in more of a bull run? Matt, I keep trying to ask you a question. You keep missing it. I'm sorry if I do that. I know I'm going into different articles and different rants here, and I apologize if I have missed your question. Right after this, I will look for whatever question you ask. So go ahead and ask it, and I will definitely look for that. But XRP's price has gained about 3.5% in the past 24 hours, rising to about 38 cents. As the cryptocurrency market recovers from its weekend losses, its current price represents a 5% fall in the week, and it's probably up right now, so this probably is irrelevant. A dip in the last 30 days, XRP continues to be undermined by the dragging on the Ripple's legal battle with the SEC. Despite the sentiment surrounding the case remains positive, XRP's community recently taken to Twitter to urge Coinbase to relist the token. This indicates confidence that Ripple will succeed in securing a positive judgment and that the exchanges will be legally permitted to list XRP. XRP price prediction. So XRP remains at in a precarious position at the moment, and is with its indicators consistent with the either continued rise or new falls. Its 30-day moving average red is flatline, and after touching its 200-day blue 200-day moving average. And it looked like it could now come down along this price. So let's scroll down here. Let's see where we do have any type of prediction. Let's see if we can dive into just a single prediction here. I always like to just scroll in and look at that. Immediately after the positive outcome, XRP would likely shoot up to $1 with in a matter of days. From there, the rest of the year could see a climb as high as $3 before approaching its current all-time high of $3.40 in 2024. So they believe that we're actually going to see things run to a way higher point. Seeing it not only at $1, not only at $3, but pushing to a $3.40 by 2024. So I can definitely see that happening, especially if we're looking at more of a bullish market, for cryptocurrency. And obviously this comes off, if we see, Coinbase end up relisting, if we see it available in more places to where the US can buy it, because I know a lot of people in the US are always asking, where can I buy XRP? And I'm like, here you can buy it, here you can buy it. You can't buy it on Coinbase, you can't buy it on this place. It's just so difficult for people to get it in certain areas. I mean, you can always go to Coin Market Cap and figure that out by going into XRP and then going into markets, and you'll be able to see every place that you can buy it. Like, obviously I can't buy it on Binance. I don't know if Binance.us will have it, but you can't end up buying it on Binance right now. Kraken, you can buy it on. KuCoin, you can buy it on. So you can buy it on different platforms, but it's just Coinbase, which a lot of people do use, want to relist that. So if you do end up getting that, I expect XRP to really thrive, to skyrocket, and also to see some of these higher prices if we are in more of a bullish momentum. So I don't want to go through this whole entire article, especially since people are asking questions. But let's go into this last piece. So is now a good time to buy XRP? While XRP is due a substantial rally at some point in the future, this may not come for several months. So if you're looking for other high potential crypto projects alongside XRP, we reviewed the top 15 cryptocurrencies 2023 and all that stuff. So didn't really give you an answer. Typically articles do that. So expect to see some big pushes from XRP. Where are we at? So somebody asked, can you show us Finance from Kronos? Can I show you Finance from Kronos? I show you. So yeah, currently it's sitting at about 1.4 cents. We're seeing about 7% of the supply that's out there. So just looking at that, you understand there's a lot of dilution that can come into play. I don't know how much is in circulating or in total supply, but we do see that 35.1 million coins or tokens is in the circulating supply, which is self-reported, so it may be a little bit more than that. You are seeing a little bit of volume. Volume is up by 100%. Seeing it at 873,000. It's still not a lot. So you're seeing this at a very, very low market cap of $497,000 market cap. So it definitely needs some volume, some positivity, some popularity within it. You're not really seeing that, but could show some potential if it does end up getting that popularity. And I would imagine the only reason you're seeing less popularity is because it's only tradable on crypto.com or Finance, right? And nowhere else. If you do have other exchanges and other places to buy it, then it makes it easier for you to buy it there. But I don't really see anything as of right now, but it may be a starting point for this to take off before it gets listed on some other places, some other exchanges there. So yeah. Do you have an OnlyFans that I can subscribe to? I do not. So appreciate you asking, but no, I don't. SHIB is running. Was there any Shibarium news? So not at the moment. There's supposed to be some sort of Medium article that's coming out, not Shibarium news, but some sort of Medium article that's coming out that's going to really tell us or show us what it looks like, but not at the moment, no. You give us a breakdown on. Oh, I read that. Apparently Elon has some influence into Floki. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to get into in the next, article, the next breakdown. I like to go through some news, and it always keeps things fresh and clean. Um, a thousand, a thousand XRP for me, $3 would help me out a lot. Yeah, I believe XRP can really make some moves, but it depends whether it's going to hit $3, soon or hit $3 in like 2024. I think if we're going to see a bull market in 2023, it may end up catching those levels in 2023 rather than 2024, but it all depends. Any burns coming for lunatics? Not at the moment, not that I know of. I know they are looking to launch a new token. So it's still tied to lunatics, but it's going to be an ETH version of lunatics token to also burn more Terra Luna Classic, as well as, burn more of that position. I'm not 100% sure if it's tied to Lunatics. From what I understand, it's a self or it's a standalone token at which you will have its own launch associated with it. And I don't believe it's 100% tied to the holders of Lunatics Binance Smart Chain. Now, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. You may end up having a connection, but right now I'm not really seeing anything there. Thank you for breaking that down. You catch the stuff I don't. I mean, there's always ways to catch different things, right? I'm not saying that it's a bad position. I'm saying that a lot of times I will look directly into the circulating supply. But if it is a starting point to where a lot of that supply is going to be launched on other exchanges, when it does have all of the supply that's out there, the max supply that's out there, it could be a big play depending on what the use case is. And also depending on how much volume you can see. So there's a lot more that you can look in with certain positions. And just because I catch a lot of things, some people may catch something that I don't see. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Market cap is up because Elon puts his Shiba dog on Twitter. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. So I did see this article on CoinDesk. So Doge Floki soaring after Musk tweets a photo of his dog on Twitter in the Twitter CEO chair. Doge Floki and Shib are up, while we see a lot of things are up, while Bonk is flat after Musk declares his dog Floki is an amazing CEO of Twitter and better than the other guy. So you scroll down here and you're going to see traders are pumping all things Shiba Inu after Twitter CEO Elon Musk posted a meme involving his dog Floki posing as the new boss of Twitter. The new CEO of Twitter is amazing, and you see that there, which probably has a ton of conversations there. So you can see Doge, that's up 5%. It's probably up more now as we go into the markets. CoinDesk data shows that the price of Doge has risen by 5.4% over the past 24 hours, seeing how we did see a spike basically when that did happen. Musk replaced, don't know how to say his name, Parag, as CEO of Twitter. When his acquisition deal for the social networking platform closed on October 27th, while two reportedly had cordial relationship when they first met after Musk became Twitter's largest shareholder. Their relationship reportedly soared as 2022 dragged on. Musk has unfollowed and on Twitter, while the former CEO still follows Musk. That's petty. I mean, he probably only follows like a few people. I mean, Musk, I think is followed by like 86 million or like 100 million or something. In December, it was reported that Musk begun looking for a new CEO of Twitter after losing an online poll on the topic. I will resign as CEO as soon as I find someone foolish enough to take the job. After that, I will run the software and server teams, he said. Floki is up nearly 50%. I didn't see Floki. I'll have to take a look at Floki. While Floki, which takes his name of Musk's dog, is up 41% in the last 24 hours, according to CoinDesk data. In January, Floki's price rallied almost 100% after Floki Inu DAO, the group behind the coin, passed a governance resolution to do a 100 million token burn, $100 million token burn. The logic behind the burn tokens is that decreasing the supply, which substantially adds more value to each token, provided the level of demand remains the same. This is sort of like a stock buyback in crypto world. So obviously, we know that burns do have a larger impact. I haven't taken a look at Floki Inu in a while, and it's always great to see any type of burn within a position. I love the thought or push that deflationary positions work. Not saying Floki is that you should buy into Floki. I'm not saying that. I know people are saying Floki Inu is up 64%, scam, stay away, all this stuff. I'm not saying that you should invest into the position because you may have missed your opportunity. But I love the push of having deflationary positions. That's what I'm going to say, because as you have more deflationary positions like Ethereum, like Floki, like Shiba Inu, like Terra Luna Classic, right, that are going to burn a lot. Then you start to, or Kronos and BNB, as you start to look at that, you're like, all right, well, now I understand that this can work, and people start to come around to the idea. And then they just lose the fact that they were in denial for however many months, saying this, deflationary positions will never work. It's not a thing. And then they go, oh, well, this is deflationary. And all of a sudden, they're all about deflationary models. So yeah, will Doge bring a dog day to the markets? I don't know if this is a separate article. No, it's not. This isn't the first time Doge has spiked. Elon Musk related tweet. The latest January, in late January, a report of Financial Times said that Twitter is designed as a system to permit crypto payments. It sent a meme coin soaring. That is something that did do that, but nothing happened with Dogecoin. Anyways, I'm not going to get into all of this. This is basically previous information. But basically, the article is just talking about how all Shiba Inu like coins, or you're seeing Doge, you're seeing Floki, you're seeing SHIB, that are all making some moves because of this tweet. So yeah. KuCoin also listed Floki today and Swift the day before. Oh, that's phenomenal then. And so Floki Inu, or it's just Floki at this moment. It's up 63% right now. You're seeing 45% of the supply that is out there, at which you probably had that larger burn that gives it that ability. Let's see if there is a burn wallet here. So yeah, you see 42% of Floki Inu has been burned. That's crazy. And that's where anything could happen in an instant. That's what people don't understand. I'm not saying that this is a great position or the best position ever, because I haven't looked into it heavily. I think I held some of it while it was on Gate.io, or while I was on Gate.io, but since they transitioned from not having US users, I wasn't in it. But definitely would have moved, and it shows that anything could change in an instant, to where you can have a 50% burn, or a 100 million coin burn, or 70 billion coins, as you're looking at, as crypto.com, or currently Kronos. So anything could change. What's the point of all these meme tokens is moving the money between community pockets? What do you mean? Any thoughts on BUSD and Paxos issue? So yeah, I mean, I've talked about the BUSD and Paxos issue. I have a whole video on it explaining that. But if I had to summarize it a little bit, it would be that it's definitely something that I feel like the government is kind of just trying to limit people from investing more into cryptocurrency. I don't see BUSD as an unregistered security, and I don't think anybody else does besides the SEC. I think they feel like they have too much power, and they do have too much power to really question something and say that people are guilty before being proven guilty. Right? They're not innocent, and then proven guilty, or innocent and then proven innocent. Right? They just look at them and be like, oh, well, you're guilty of being an unregistered security. No, that shouldn't be the case. I feel as though it's just overblown, and maybe it'll go the way that we don't want it to go, but I just hope not. I don't see how it could be listed as an unregistered security. Matt, at 1 today, I'm going to back you on my burn Lunic video. I have a good idea, and I hope you don't mind. No, that's fine. Feel free. Feel free to go ahead and back me. Use my name. I'll watch it. You said at 1 o'clock today. That's when you're going to post it at 1. Did you know Pidgey Inu has a 100 to 100 score on Token Sniffer? That's good, but it's not always the best thing in the world to have a 100 to 100, but it is a fantastic marketing push. You can push it advertising and say, look, this is 100 to 100. There's no problems here. Token Sniffer thinks this is absolutely perfect. However, they do have a disclaimer saying that the score doesn't really mean much, even though that's what their website's all about. I'm paraphrasing by saying that. It means something. I think the SEC is limit testing with the BUSD stuff. You might be right. Do invest in probability, not possibility. True. But if you don't invest in possibility, you don't have the gains that you really want. If you invest in probability, you're playing the I don't know what type of an example to make. Like, have you ever watched the movie Home? It's a kids movie where the boov, right? They're more about probability, and if there is a probability of success, they run, right? If there's not a probability of success, they run, they get away. So if it's less than 50%, they get away. If you play the probability game, you're playing scared and you're not going to be able to gain anything. But what does he do in the end? Not really play the probability card. He more understands what the possibility can be. And where do they go? They go so much further. So you can't always just play the probability card. You can't do that. If you do, then you're missing out on a ton of opportunities because statistically, people are not going to win the lottery. But that person that did win the lottery, if they would have taken the probability cause, they would have just been like, oh, well, I didn't win the lottery, and they wouldn't have won anything. But now they're making millions of dollars, or they made millions of dollars, and now are able to live financially free. So you have to live off of possibility sometimes. Investing with possibility means you're gambling. No, that's not 100% true. And also, it's more, if you're investing with a possibility, that means that you have done enough research to understand that there is that possibility there, that it could be a potential chance of probability as well, if it has been mentioned before, right? If we know that burns have been mentioned, right, then we know that burns are more of a possibility, as well as what's the probability of them happening. So there's kind of that in everything. But I know what you're getting at. I know what you're saying, that you want to make sure that you have more risk-free investments, but you want to make sure majority of your investments are going into those risk-free or less risk positions, where you're investing in, your Roth IRA, you're investing into mutual funds, you're investing into index funds and all of that. And you want to play it safe with majority of your money, but you do also want to have the possibility or the more risk associated with, investing there too. Any money you put out a play gamble. Wait, you gamble is gambling, bro. What do you mean? Someone has been watching movies with Harper again. I watch movies with Harper and Hayden all the time. We literally just went to the movies to go see The Amazing Maurice, and that was a good movie. So yeah, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Erica thought it was kind of weird that they were like kind of breaking the fourth wall, which they don't typically do in movies. But I was like, that's the same thing that happened in Puss in Boots. Like, he was talking to us, and he's breaking the fourth wall, and it feels like they're communicating with the audience or them, and they're more engaged because they're talking directly to them, and you can see it on their faces. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that I like that. I like that a lot, because you see the engagement and you see them wanting to answer the questions. Anyways, let's go to members only. MD, again, I always appreciate your conversations. The guy who won the lottery, he didn't hit on the first try. Many more people are still playing and didn't win, and many have not won. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Many have not won, but the point is that if they all played on probability, no matter what, no matter how many times you play, unless you play 302 million times, then you're playing it on probability rather than playing it on possibility. If you play it, and that's what I'm trying to do when I do the lottery every single like day or every single time it's being played, is I'm trying to play it on probability, but it also is on possibility until I get to that probability stage, right? If I play it, 200 million times out of 300 million times that you would hit, then that's a probability play. But overall, it's still like, hey, this is possible, but it hasn't happened yet. Um, we're gonna go to members only for a little bit until about 8:30, and then we're gonna head out of here. Let's go to members. Maybe if we have a little bit more. Sorry, Matt. I was driving. Any money you put out play. Gamble is gamble. Crypto the money is there. You could lose it. You could get it back. I don't know what you're saying. Any money you put out the play, gamble is gamble. Why? I don't understand that. I really don't. Thank you for being a member, Tennessee. Let's go through this next. I think we have one more article really talking about crypto wallets. So, a crypto wallet messaging application push protocol expands to BNB chain. This looks, sort of interesting. Maybe I don't want to push another thing here, but maybe I'll get into that. If you guys are interested in it, please let me know, and I could do like a separate video on it if you guys are interested. But it looked interesting to me when I was reading it. So I'm not gonna push another project here like I'm a partner with it. Let's see how the markets are acting. It looks like they kind of hit a wall a little bit today. Just dropped in. What have I missed? You missed a lot. So there was a lot of talk about the Floki situation, the markets that are pushing up, talking about Ethereum supply decreasing in some of these exchanges. I do want to check like to see what the DEX volume is. So it looks like you're still seeing like $36 million worth of DEX volume versus the $9.9 billion of CEX volume. Volume is up by 45% today, which is phenomenal. That's what I want to see is the volume. But yeah, you haven't missed much from what I understand. I'm so hungry. I don't think I'm gonna eat like anything today. I don't usually eat until lunch. I don't eat breakfast. Yesterday I did because my brother bought me a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and I haven't had one of those from McDonald's in a while, like a very, very long time. And I forgot how good they were. With the steak, the egg, the cheese, the onions. Ah, so good. I'm about to make one at home. Get some all that stuff. We actually have filet. I should probably cut it up into thin slices and then make steak, egg, and cheese bagels. Oh, that would be really good. It would also be an expensive steak, egg, and cheese bagel to use, filet for that. A true Floki pumped. Open my wallet and the numbers were, I don't know, everywhere. Snoop turned his mic into NFTs. Really? Of course. Thoughts and prediction for ADA and Atom long term. So I think both have so much potential. I think ADA probably more than, maybe not more than Atom. I feel like Cosmos has a ton of potential. I do have 60 that's staked over in the DeFi wallet, gaining about 17%, and I'm constantly or consistently gaining more. As well as, looking at ADA, and ADA has so much potential, really understanding that really pushed the whole proof of stake model, really out there. and kind of applied pressure. I mean, you had Ethereum that were really looking to do that, but applied pressure to Ethereum to get that, really launched. You have a lot of proof of stake models that are out here now. Um, but I feel like just has so much potential for growth, well beyond the $100 billion market cap. So that's why I'm holding 7,000 of it, and I can't wait to see it skyrocket way past a dollar, way past two, way past three, back to some of these all-time high levels, if not even higher. So I'm excited, for the growth and how much people are able to get at some of these lows and where we're going to see some of these prices at some of these highs. It's going to be absolutely insane. And again, I can't wait. I really can't. um, AJ Logics, that's true. What are you talking about? Crypto is a gamble. Everything's a gamble, really. You're making educated guesses, like even to a situation where we're like, all right, CPI data, typically things move back and we're making all these suggestions on what should happen in the market, and nothing like that happens, and we see the markets kind of increase rather than pull back. So an educated guess for a lot of people would have been that we would see the markets pull back. It didn't do that. So it still is a gamble to go about making a move, or selling your position or doing whatever to see the markets crash and then buying in at the lows, even though the lows never happened. So yeah, crypto is definitely a gamble. Anyone know what happened to Happy Catty Crypto? I haven't heard from him in a while. Has he posted anything on YouTube? Is he okay? Eddie? Has he posted anything yeah, he posted something. The last thing he posted was 6 days ago. He hasn't posted anything in 6 days. Wow. Um, what about his other channels? Does he have another channel? I know he has like the Burn channel, right? What about Twitter? Does he have anything on Twitter that he posted? You guys want to follow me on Twitter? Feel free to follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 16,000 followers, and I don't really post that much, but I thought this was funny from Elon Musk. All he had to do was blow in the cartridge. Happy. Oh. uh, the last retweeted on January 30th. This was on January 27th, so there hasn't really been any posts in a while. Does anybody know what happened to him? Did anything actually happen, or Lunic Penguins no longer has his validator showing inside. What? Am I gonna have to redelegate my validator? Is something going on that I don't know of? Oh, he's prepping for back surgery. Okay, so he's still like okay, right? Like there's nothing wrong. I can see Gala moving up around 20 cents pretty soon. That's a 4x short term. Yeah, I expect so much more out of Gala, but I do expect that too. I know, personal life. Typically, if there's ever like any type of updates, personally, like for me, I typically will let people know on like the community tab, or I'll do it on Twitter, and that's why I expected to go to Twitter and see something, but I guess I really didn't see anything there. Well, I hope everything is okay. He's a great guy. Love his videos. Yeah, he has a lot of information. Uh, yeah, that feels good where we're at. We had an eventful day today. Because the markets are making some positive moves. We went through a bunch of articles, a bunch of things that are happening. I'll be able to post some of those individual clips over on the reaction channel. So if you guys want to go and check that out, feel free to go and check it out. I'll post a lot of those clips over there. And that's what I want to kind of do is go through what's happening in crypto and then, kind of do the individual breakdown and put those onto the reaction channel so that we have kind of those reactions as well, that we don't have to go through multiple things and we can do those reactions live because crypto is, maybe making a move or, the stock market may be making a move as well. And I want to be able to look at all that stuff. All good. His Telegram group knows about it. Okay, yeah, I didn't know about that at all. It's good to see that. Um, you know, obviously, it's not good to see that he's going through back surgery, and I wouldn't want to go through that at all, especially how much golf I play. I love owning 99 Atom, but the asset is on the BNB chain. Stupid question. How do I go about making a move on those? So if you have Atom on the BNB chain, I'm not sure how you would directly move that, but what you could do, right, what I would do if you can't find a bridge directly, I don't know how you would do it. So the only way I would do it is if I would sell it and then rebuy, Cosmos on not on the Binance Smart Chain, maybe on Chronos if you wanted to, or buy it, find a way to swap it in the DeFi wallet or something like that. I'm not sure how you would go about doing that because I haven't had to do it. I know there's always different ways to do a lot of things, especially if they have a way to bridge directly over. But I'm pretty sure they may have like a bridge somewhere. Don't quote me on it, but I think there may be a Cosmos bridge. I think. I don't know. DeFi might be my better option. So yeah, I have it on the DeFi wallet and I gain, I think it's like 17% at the moment. I can't check it because my phone's over here, but I think it's like 17%. Matt, if I buy Zelda on BNB now, what will happen when I move to ETH chain? So understand that you can't buy Zelda right now because they removed the ability to buy and do any type of transfers here. People were selling, and I feel like they shouldn't have done that because it's going to be a bigger situation on ETH. So if you are going to be a part of the um, well, you're not going to be a part of the private sale, but if you're going to be a part of the launch, this is going to be way bigger than what a lot of people have seen, in Zelda, because in when people started noticing it, it was already at a 50x or a 100x return. And they were starting to see some of those gains, but not the max level of those gains, which was a 300x return from the start to the finish. And so that was obviously huge. But you can't buy it right now. Um, you can't swap for it. You can't do anything right now. But when they do release the ETH version of it, it's going to be insane. So make sure you just you get the dates. I will make sure I have the dates for you guys on when things are going to be released, when we're going to see different exchanges that are coming on, when we see all of the different information for Zelda 2.0. Have you clarified anything with Lunatic's token? I have not. To tell you the truth, I haven't even like tried to reach out to them, which I said I was going to do. Um, let me and let me reach out to them directly. Send a photo. Scroll down here. Uh, yeah, so I'll reach out to 17 dog 17. Let's not do that. That's not it. Yeah, I just reached out to him today, so I'm going to make sure that we get some sort of response and understand what's going on with not only just the move to ETH, or not move to ETH, but addition of ETH, as well as future like burns, potential burns, exchanges, what's happening with Binance Smart Chain, all of the different stuff. Clarified what with Luna T. So it wait, what are you talking about? Mainly it was around the whole ETH situation, maybe more details into that. And I don't know if they have all the details as to um, what I know it's going to be a standalone uh, token, but is it going to be something that also implements or integrates the Binance Smart Chain holders within it as um, people that are already vested, right? Instead of just a new coin with a new launch and all of that stuff. And I know maybe some of your live stream did clarify that. I couldn't go in and watch the whole thing because there was, well, one, there was some audio issues with some things, but that's while I was there. But then I don't know everything that was clarified beforehand. So I just kind of want to ask the questions and then just get the simple answers without, having, extra stuff that's in normal interviews and stuff. I just want to have all the answers for people so I can lay them out, which you probably have. How's this ETH token benefits OG holders, basically? That's basically what it is. How it benefits OG holders. Um, 100 Cosmos staked, get around 2 Cosmos a month staked today. That's today's rate. So yeah, I think that's a good thing because we've seen it at its highs, and that would be $45 or $80 per month that you're gaining from Cosmos at its high. And I believe Cosmos can go a little bit higher than that. It has a lot of potential to run. Um, Where's the best place to buy when Zelda Inu comes out? It's probably going to be on Uniswap because it's going to be an ETH token. So that's probably where you're going to be able to get it right away. And you'll just be able to link your MetaMask wallet or something directly to it, and then you can go about your day with that. So that's what I'm going to do, as well as be a part of a private sale. But I want to make sure I have my own money, directly invested into it and see what I do with the money that I invest, as well as understanding the money that's going to be held there for uh long term, right? You probably have to convert to BNB and then buy Cosmos to buy, but CDC DeFi has bridges. Yeah, I don't think it has a BNB bridge. No, I don't think it does at all. But what you can do is send your BNB over to crypto.com. The problem is that um, you would have to convert it, and if you do convert it on Kronos, you may end up paying either a larger fee than what you expected, or um, paying an inflated price for your new coin pre-sale and all that. Well, yeah, I know there's the new coin in pre-sale, but is there an OG holder benefit to where you are a holder and you get a certain amount of the new coins as well um, to kind of show that it does benefit, the OG holders. So like you start out with a certain amount of coins. Let's say for people that are holding, there's 20% of people are holding this new coin, and you also would be holding you're holding the old coin, and you would also be holding the new coin in the same amount right from the start, or you would be given the same amount right from the start. Um, just so that when you do end up bridging, you bridge over the right way? Or is it something that you have to buy new and fresh so that it doesn't benefit any of the OG holders, so it will not benefit the Binance Smart Chain at all? Like that's what I'm worried about, is I just want to make sure it benefits the people that have been invested for the long term. You put something out that's new, you got to make sure it benefits everybody that's a part of it already. Um, because there definitely is a problem with some positions out there that have multiple, um, like not really bridges, but multiple versions of the coin on um, different chains, different networks, but they don't connect to one another at all. I have a really hard time getting excited about a new token, considering I'm not really earning any Luna Classic from holding my Lunatics anymore. I'm holding, or I'm getting some, but I'm not getting as much as I was before. Like in the beginning, when we were seeing millions of dollars that were flowing through it, I was getting I think I got a total of 4 million or 3 million. And then since then I really only gained like maybe another 2 million out of it, which is still great. To gain 2 million Terra Luna Classic give you so much potential out of it, and could be worth a hell of a lot as things do run. um, but we obviously want to see a lot more volume, and I think you can see a lot more volume with more exchanges. And I know exchanges cost money to get listed on, um, but that's why the taxes are here, right? Soon, Richard, just like Shibarium. Don't say just like Shibarium, because then you're applying that, um, you thinking that Shibarium is not going to have a benefit. You're kind of implying that the ETH token is not going to have a benefit, unless that's what you think. And feel free to think any type of way. You can, uh, I'm sure you're allowed to think any way that you want. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to 17 just to have a conversation with him about it. Um, uh, can't. All right, I think I'm gonna get out of here because I think I'm gonna have a conversation with him about this, just to really clarify everything on Lunatics and how it's going to affect everything. Maybe get some burn questions as well. Just build up a bunch of questions. If you guys have any that you want to break down, if you want to understand, please ask this question here. So I'm gonna end the live stream, but you can still chat in the chat, and just type away. I will still be here, so if you have a question, feel free to ask that. So guys, Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I appreciate the 20 new members, and that's thanks to Richie. Also, the super chats, mostly thanks to Richie, as well as other people that were a part of that as well. So I do appreciate that a lot. People that are in TikTok, I appreciate you guys for being here. And people that are on Twitch, thank you. All the members, all the moderators, you guys are amazing for being a part of this here. And also DJ Trev for trying to answer some questions. I appreciate that as well. There was a lot of stuff. I will try and post some of the highlights on the reaction channel. If you guys want to go and subscribe to the reaction channel, I probably will change the name, some way or somehow, but we'll see. Maybe I'll keep it just Matt Reacts or something else, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I will fill you in on everything that's happening, maybe in a later video today if we